Welcome to Empower Hour. I have another special guest tonight with me. Tell us your name, young man.
MUSA the artist.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. You just mentioned you're an artist. Tell me a little bit about your history in the music industry.
Uh, it really like started off as like I never wanted to do music, and I was talking about this today with my friends. Like music was never my goal, but I put out a clip one day and it went viral, like kind of viral from back then. Like it was good. It was a good views, and I was like, I feel like I could take this serious. If people fucking with me, then I could feel me probably take it to the next level. So from there, I start getting in studios. Actually, shout out to my boy Omar behind the camera. He was the first studio I ever went to, home studio. You feel me? Like we was trying to learn it ourselves. Now we record ourselves now, and it's easy because we learn how to do it. But yeah, so that's like really how it started. Like it was a clip that went viral. I wasn't really taking music serious. I would just drop freestyles and just play around with it.
So I met you at a showcase, which was one of DJ Drewski's showcases. Shout out to him.
Shout out DJ Drewski.
Yes, he's always giving possibilities to new talent to show what they got to other people. And he's amazing for that. I met you there, and I actually heard one of your songs. I would never put the face that you have here to that song. I was expecting something else so different, and then when I saw how versatile you was and the type of music you was doing, it caught my attention.
Yeah.
And you're special for that to me, because when I hear music, I expect the best. And it's hard to find artists with your type of talent because most of them are stuck on the same thing where they want to be something that they're not. And they're not delivering, and they think they need to go that route because their friends are just pushing it on them. I like the fact that you're very versatile, and not only black people could hear your music, but also white people and Spanish people, because it's very versatile.
Yeah.
I mean, your type of music, if you reach that level and you keep pushing and the consistency, I mean, I see you in an arena.
Nah, fact.
That's how I see you. I don't see you like in small clubs and stuff like that.
And that, I'm not gonna lie on that. Like I try to keep my music as versatile as I can, and so everybody could feel it. You feel me? I'm not trying to appear to one crowd. Like I want the world. You feel me? Like you said, like
all types of nationalities, right?
Feel me? So, cause I'm mixed. I'm black and Puerto Rican. So you feel me? So I put on for. I mean, I feel like I could put on for the Spanish side more, but I gotta learn how to speak Spanish first. Like,
yeah, everything is possible. Of course, you just learn the lyrics to the song in Spanish. You don't have to learn the whole Spanish language, but I mean, if you learn the lyrics, I'm pretty sure you could do it. I mean, you made it this far. I found very interesting when I saw your Instagram. It's pretty poppin'.
yeah, it's
So
lit
tell
over
me
there.
a little bit about that.
Okay, so like, I went through probably 4 Instagrams when I first started rapping. So my first Instagram I lost, it probably had like 3,000 followers. I wasn't really that hurt, but then I made another Instagram and it got 10,000 followers, and I lost that one too. I was
Why
hurt
were you losing them? The content?
because I forgot my passwords.
Okay.
So I would get logged out. Like Instagram was doing some shit back then where it would log you out because they was doing updates or something. And I just didn't remember my login password. So I wound up losing that. I was hurt over the 10K. But like after that, I figured out a strat. It was first person I seen doing it was some guy named Lil Mabu. Like he lit right now, but
Yeah,
he
the
was
white boy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yes, he is.
So he was like, at first he was marketing himself through the comments, like, and I seen he was doing it. So I was like, dang, bro, what if I do that? Because I know my music wasn't trash, and most of the people that do that, their music is like not that good, so people don't really want to go check it out. So when I started doing it and people figured out my music was actually good, they would come to my page and be like, yo, you're actually fire. Most of the people I see self-promoting under these comments, they music whack.
So that helped grow your
Yeah.
Instagram
Yeah, a lot.
a lot, right? So you were just going under the comments of people and telling them to come check your page out and your
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
and to be supportive. Also, you put a lot of work into this.
Hours.
Yes.
Just being on the phone, on Instagram all day.
So it's fair to say that you're consistent,
Yeah.
very consistent. And you said hours.
Hours.
So you're putting the right energy into the right things, I feel, because, you know, most artists are just using their platforms to try to date girls
Yeah.
or be with girls or just do dumb shit. And you're using it to actually grow your fan base. And that's the whole goal here, because you have to see your Instagram as a business.
Yeah.
It's like I own a salon, right? So imagine me going to every guy's DM and being like, "Hey, you want to date me?"
On your salon page, like
Yeah,
at
like
that,
my
yeah.
it doesn't look right. As of you're using your page and you're like, here's my music. I'm selling a product.
People have to go on your page, and as soon as they get on your page, they have to know like this is that. Like, you feel me? Like I feel like even like artists, they got to do more content, because you can't say you're an artist and you just dropping songs and not even promoting the songs you're dropping. And that's what a lot of artists do. They fail to do the content pieces, like the stuff that actually matters now. Like a year or two ago, content didn't matter. Like
Yeah,
a lot of
now it's
people
so
wasn't.
important.
Now you see the biggest artists doing content now. You feel me? So it's like you gotta read the room and figure it out. Like that's what I do.
So when you say content, tell me a little bit about that. It's not just your music, but it could also be about yourself,
Yeah.
your daily activities.
Even I did a Q&A for my fans today. Like I posted up on my story, asked
What
me
is
questions.
the Q&A? Oh, okay.
Question and answer. You feel me? So they asked me a question and I answered the question. So I just did one of that for them, and I'm gonna drop. It's gonna be actually my first one. You feel me? So I'm trying to get more close to them. You feel me? Like talk to them more and make them feel me more as a person than just the music.
So when they DM you, let's say I'm a girl and I DM you, I'm like, hey, I love your music. You respond to them and say thank you, right? Not much. But that's a way to relate to them as long as you're not crossing the line.
I'm gonna be real. I feel like majority of my like supporters are like males.
Oh, they're males.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I don't have a big female fan base, but I want to get there. I want to, cause like those are the people that buy your tickets, come to meet and greets, buy your merch. Like, you feel me? So I know that's the most important fan base, really. Like over the,
but you do respond and interact with them.
Yeah,
if
I
they
interact
do
with.
say, hey,
yeah.
I like your music. You say thank you or put a heart here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's very nice. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing. So where were you born at?
I was born in Newark, New Jersey, but I was moving around from PA to Newark because my father and my mother split. So my father moved to PA. So, you know, I'm his only son. So he wanted me down there with him. You feel me? So I left Newark probably, I would say like 6 years old. I went down there and I probably came back down here. I came back down here in 8th grade. I forgot how old I was because I stayed back. But, yeah, I came back down here 8th grade, and I've been down here ever since.
Okay. So how does your family feel about you being an artist? Do they like it or they don't?
I mean, I don't really talk to my father, but he follows me on Instagram. Like, he likes all my posts and stuff, so he see what I'm doing. But I feel like on that side, it was a lot of doubt. Like, you feel me? Like, for my father, he ain't really, like...
Believe in it.
It wasn't even, but back then, it wasn't even the music. It was just he didn't believe in me, period. Because I was hard-headed, like, you feel me? School wasn't my strong suit. I didn't like school. And I used to do hard-headed shit, but, like, that's just being a kid and growing up, you feel me? But, yeah, I wouldn't say he support me, but he support from a distance, I guess.
And I think the more you grow, the more you could let him know that this does work and that you have it in you and that we messed up, but we are humans and we're able to change it around and make it for the better.
Yeah.
For all of us. And so how's your relationship with your mom? Are you close to her?
I love my mom.
Yeah. I love my mom too.
I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah. Are you the only child?
Nah. My mom has 5 children.
Oh, I have 5 too.
Yeah. So.
You didn't watch TV much, right?
Who, my mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was taking care of a lot of kids. But salute to my mom, man. She the best. Like, she sees what I'm doing, but she don't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Know.
Like,
she's the Puerto
older.
Rican?
Yeah, she's the Puerto Rican one. And she's older, so it's like they don't really understand, but like I'll show her stuff and show her my music, and like she'll let me know if she likes it or not. And majority of my music she likes, she feels. But my mom is like one of the people that she loves you, but she might not show it in emotion wise. You get what I'm saying?
I'm the same way too.
But that's just cause like her upbringing. You feel me? Like I don't really blame me. Even for my father being an asshole, like I can't say he had the best upbringing either. And you know, people go.
You know what it is? A mom with 5 kids, it's kind of hard to give so much to one.
Yeah.
So we gotta focus on so much. And I'm probably thinking that she was a hustler, working hard to raise you guys. And you have to be a little cold and strong.
Yeah, you got.
Because if I be too weak with my kids, then they'll take advantage. So I'm very strong with them, and they might see it like, oh, she don't love me. But in reality, all I'm doing is for them.
Yeah.
And everything that I'm building is for them. And if I die tomorrow, I'm going to leave them in a better place. And they don't have to go through the stuff that I went through growing up with my mom.
Yeah.
That was very ignorant at the time because she came from the Dominican and she didn't have the knowledge that I have. So, you know, I'm overprotective with my kids as well. Like, I don't give them so much freedom, but enough. But I don't let them sleep out.
I feel like that's how it should be, though. Like, you feel me? Especially at a certain age. And that's why another thing, I was hard-headed. I was outside, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. I was a hard-headed kid.
You were giving them a little headache.
But it was certain stuff I went through, like, that made me realize, like, all what they saying ain't false. Like, you feel me? I shouldn't be out here, like, I got shot at once. My friends got shot. It was crazy. Like, it
hit you?
Nah, it didn't hit me. Thank God. You feel me? But 3 of my friends got shot that day. Nobody died because, I don't know, whoever was shooting, they have no aim. But yeah, so more of the story is I was doing shit I wasn't supposed to be. And my father, like, the way he came about it, he's aggressive. You feel me? So I didn't really want to. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to grow up to really know, like, yeah, this is wrong, this is right. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I was just doing what I do.
Yeah, and one day when you have a kid, you're going to see what your dad was feeling for you. Yeah. And he just really wanted to protect you. Maybe he just has a weird way of showing it. Yeah. But it's mainly that. You are his child, and he loves you deep down inside. He just wants you on the best route. So sometimes when you're an artist, a lot of our parents, they think it's like bullshit. They think you're not really going to be successful. They don't understand that nowadays, music, if you're consistent and you have good music, you can make it. It just has to be presented to the right ears. Because anybody could see you one day and really take off with you.
Facts.
I mean, I found my artist in an elevator.
It's crazy.
How inspiring is that?
It is crazy. Like, shout out my management. Like, the way my management found me, it was one of my friends playing my music around. It was a friend from a friend from a friend, basically. So they wound up just all chilling together one day, and he heard my music, and he was like, yeah, I need to meet this kid right now. So we went to the studio probably like a day after that. And ever since then, we've been locked in, you feel me?
So you have a management team, but are you signed to a record label?
No.
So it's only management. So you have a management deal right now. Okay, that's pretty good. So you are respectful to these people, right? You listen. Yeah, you should be, because these people have your best interest, you know. And through time, if you keep doing this recipe, it's going to take off sooner or later. You just have to be patient. Yeah. And just understand that music is secondary too. It cannot be first, because we have to live reality. And in reality, we pay bills. We have to make our life work. We have to drive. We have to eat. And at the beginning in your music career, we really don't make money. You know, even in the show, I don't make money, but eventually I will. Any channel could pick it up, any station, and that is the end goal. And not only that, I get to meet people like you, right? Yeah. Through you, I could maybe run a feature with one of my artists. I just signed Nicki Minaj's little sister. That's fine. And she's trending, and she's going to blow up just because she's the sister, but she's also talented. And I go growing and growing, meeting different types of people, not just artists, but like the guest before, he was a whole life coach. I plan on hiring him because I need that in my life. So I bring all types of people that are just entrepreneurs, and they're doing different types of businesses, and they're being consistent, because that's what I like to see, somebody that's consistent. And that's what drew me to you that day, because when I met you, you was like, oh, I'm fairly new at it. So I really thought you was new at it. But when one day I'm here and I'm talking to Chino, he's like, no, Muse. And he showed me the Instagram. I'm like, wow, he really, and I was like, but why did he say he was new? He was like, no, he got it, D, he got it.
It's so crazy because, like, I would say I'm fairly new. I feel like I've been rapping for, if we're going to say when I really, really start rapping, taking it serious, dropping music, actually 4 years ago. So,
that's not too new.
But in them 4 years, I feel like it went past so fast. Like, a lot of stuff went past in 4 years. Like, time goes past fast. So, like, in my head, I feel like, because there's people that's been rapping for 10 years and still in the same spot. For my 4 years, I made it, and it really only took me to get a team and to actually build a team around me to skyrocket. If I would have had a team around me, I probably would have been out of here.
Yeah, so you do agree that you need a team.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
In this business. And you have to listen to them. And everybody's opinion counts.
Yeah, when you walk in the room, I feel like if somebody's dropping knowledge, you got to take even if you don't agree with them fully, take something out of what they said. You feel me? Like, at least take a gem out of something they said. You feel me? Like, everything can't be wrong. Like, and especially to the people that manage me, they're older than me. So you feel me? And they already broke artists before. So yeah, I definitely listen to what they say. You feel me? Yeah. I feel like at first it was hard for me because I never had a team. So it was hard for that.
Because you feel like they're trying to control you or tell you what to do.
Yeah, but they really just want the best for what's going on.
They want the best interest. Like myself, that I have to deal with artists, sometimes they feel that from me. And I'm very aggressive to be a woman. But I don't have no choice than to be aggressive because growing up, I had to go through so much. So that's my way of delivering. Plus, I'm from New York, so I talk aggressive.
Yeah, that's what
I'm a businesswoman. So
you know what it is? And
I'm older.
My manager says this all the time. He says, it's not even that I'm mad. I'm so passionate about this that it's like when it comes out, I'm serious about it because he's passionate about the music stuff. And
he's probably more passionate than you because, see, if a person is injecting time into your project, he don't have to do that.
Yeah.
He's doing it out of straight love because he believes in your dream, because it's your dream, not his. And if he's injecting time, money, energy, connections, opening doors for you, giving you structure, giving you advice, giving you respect at the same time, and helping you, you should appreciate that.
Yeah.
All the time, because to have a team, it takes a lot of effort, and not a lot of people want to help anymore. So the way you have this set up where you have, I have an engineer, a producer that has a home studio. Yeah. You're avoiding paying a studio now. Facts. Because your friend, out of the strength that he loves you, is doing it for free because he believes in you. He don't have to do that. He could work with the next artist that's paying him to do it and not give a fuck about nothing and get paid. Because he has to live reality. Facts. But what he's doing, he's living your dream with you. So you know if one day you make it tomorrow, these are the people I'm going to pick up with me. Yeah. Because without them, there is no MUSA, right? So we both agree in that. So what are your plans? Let's say if you're successful and you make it, what are the things that you want to do and conquer besides music? What do you want to invest in? What do you want to do with your life?
So
if I gave you $1 million right now, what would you do? I signed you to a label and you had $1 million, what would you do?
I'm making this guy behind the camera. Shout out my son, George. He wants to run a clothing brand. Really, really, for me, it's like, if I invest in them and what they want to do and their ideas, we speak about this all the time. Like, you feel me? Like, they have good ideas and even good ways to make money. Like, my friend, he does construction right now. And eventually, he gets paid a lot right now. But eventually, like, he's going to want to own his own construction type business, you feel me? So it's just
you could buy real estate, he could fix it, and y'all could flip it together.
Flip it together, yeah.
Yes,
so
that's a good idea.
It's just like, I feel like me, I want to invest it around the people I know that is gonna do right with it, and that we draw on board up and really get stuff settled down. Cause I can't be the only one rich. You know what I mean? I can't be the only one rich. Like, I can't just have them just being with me like, yeah, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna buy you. Nah, I'd rather invest this and this in you. And then let's push this, you feel me?
Yeah, I think you should invest in companies where grow it together. And you can build LLCs and you could build business credits. So with the clothing line, just in case you didn't know, there's companies that do drop shipping. And you pick the design. So you don't even have to invest. All right? They do everything for you. You just need the right connections. Then there's construction companies. It's really paper and doing the proper branding and marketing and getting clients. And then there's the homes that you could invest in that have a title and have insurance. So if there's a fire, you could still get paid. For it. So you have still control of your money, but also don't gift it out, because sometimes our friends are not going to know how to invest. So you still got to stay involved. So I agree in you investing in businesses, not just music. Because now remember, if your music fails 10 years from now, then what happened to your money? I invested in 10 properties and my friends helped me build it, and we all did flips and we all made money and then they could buy their own houses and I'll buy my own flips. And then it just becomes a more and more money, and you're not having your money stuck in one thing. But you have to make more money with the money.
That's the thing. I hear this all the time. Like, artists, you can't keep your money. Like, you got to move your money around.
Jewelry, that's the only, and cars, that's the dumbest thing.
They spend it on retarded stuff like that. I ain't gonna say retarded, but they spend it on slow stuff like that, and then
girls,
and then wonder why. Like, yo, bro, like,
then you're broke.
They're broke,
and then nobody's gonna be their friend because they only loved you for what you had.
And then you think about it like, yo, that $1 million, you just spent all of it. You better hope you could reimburse that, because then you $1 million in debt.
In debt with the label, and it's now $1 million. It might be 3 because they charge interest. Exactly.
Yep.
So you have a good mindset, and I trust in God that you're gonna do the right things, and that's why God is gonna place you in the right position, because you have the right idea, but just stick to it and stay consistent. But make money off the money. Don't let it sit. Don't say, "Oh, I want a brand new Lamborghini." That would be the dumbest move.
That's not even on my mind when I first get my money. That's half it. That's already. If you get $1 million, you probably leaving with $600,000 after tax. Yeah, that's not a smart play.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so proud of you. So tell us about any new releases that you have right now.
We just released Blessed, the audio on all streaming platforms, probably 2 days ago. So our main focus right now is pushing it on TikTok, Instagram, before we drop the actual music video. So we're trying to get the audio buzzing. Like, same thing we kind of did for my song Woke that went crazy. It's sitting at almost 1 million right now. I think in total streams, probably 1 million streams too. Yeah, it did good the way we rolled it out. So it's just me and my team, like, rolling this out right now. You feel me?
So you were strategic about how you're doing
it. And it's because of them. That's what I'm saying. So shout out to my team. Shout out to Kofi. Shout out to Ari. Shout out to everybody, man. You feel me?
That's amazing. Yes, you should have a plan on how to do the rollouts and stick to it. And if your team is telling you post at this time, post at that time. If they're telling you wait for the video a week, they should know what's working for you, because looking at the analytics,
that's everything.
And they already have experience in this business.
Yeah.
And you know you're providing the music, but your team knows about the business
Side of it.
So you know it's like a learning experience for you as well, because now you know how to do your music if one day you are independent.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why I listen to them, because it's a lot of gems they drop. Even if one day I'm independent, I'm just Dolly. Now the gems they gave me, I know how to push a record now,
and you know how to even have more artists under your belt.
You see how Tory Lanez did it.
He does all different types of music.
But when he became, it's like he found a cheat code, like, in the thing. When he was independent, I forgot what he did. He sold his records on, like, not a streaming platform like Spotify or something, and he sold the actual, like, stems and stuff to it so people could do whatever they want with the songs. And that was independent. He probably made like $1 million, and he said like a day just off that.
Well, you can always do that off your own website. You can sell your music off your website. And I think that's what's going to happen through the future. Yeah. That artists are not going to do it through Spotify, Apple Music, streaming platforms, because they make the most money and you basically get nothing. Yeah. So if you actually went and sold your music on your own website, you would get all the profit, which I think is more better. Eventually, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be created that way. And I hope that does happen, because it's fucked up that these streaming platforms make all the money and the artist doesn't. That's investing in the music.
And they got so worse throughout the years, like the way they pay, like it got lower and lower throughout the years. It's just getting worse and worse. So it's bad. I feel like the only way you get paid from these, like, actual, if you sign a distribution deal with Spotify or one of these, like, that's like the biggest money you'll probably get out of it, a distribution deal.
Yes, it is. So I want you to share a message with our audience, especially our young youth that's out there that look up to you, and that they're a little lost when it comes to about life and about this industry, and they feel that they cannot be successful. I want you to tell them a message and explain to them that there is a possibility and that it's working for you.
Facts. I would say to all the youth out there, it was a lot of doubt. People doubted me. I feel like that's anybody's journey. When you first doing this, they're not going to believe, they're not going to understand, because it is a slim chance. It is a slim chance, and we got to remember that. But I feel like if you put your time, work, dedication, you got to make this like it's a job for you. You feel me? This isn't just a hobby. You got to make it a job. Like, every day you have to be doing something. And I feel like that's the main way an artist is going to break through. Keep pushing that content. Keep pushing good vibes. Go do these shows. Get outside. Meet people. Connections is everything in here. You feel me? Like, when I first started off, I didn't have no connections. It's really getting outside, getting around the right people. But I feel like if you really put your time and effort into it, and this is really what you want, y'all could do it. Like, you feel me? I'm living proof. You feel me? And I'm not even where I want to be yet, but I know I'm gonna keep grinding and I'm gonna get there. So I would say to all of you, just keep grinding, stay consistent, and don't give up.
I also also would like for you to perform your latest song for me.
Okay.
So we're going to have you perform it so we could add it to my podcast today. I want to thank everybody for watching our show. Stay tuned for the full episode on YouTube.
Yeah, stay tuned.
We're also going to share your latest song today, so I want you to perform it for us. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate you.
I'm honored to have seen you again. And every time I see you, I always tell you that. You know, you're an awesome little kid. Not a little kid, but a little kid for me. But, you know, I look at you, and it's inspiring because I'm around older artists, and they don't even have what you have. So for me to say that coming out of my mouth is like a big deal because I deal with a lot of artists, you know, and they don't have it right yet. And for you to appreciate your team, that to me is special as well. Because when you're dealing with people that are ungrateful, I mean, it's kind of hard to work with that type of person and you're going to start losing people. You have to stay loyal to them. You have to and appreciate them and remind them here and there. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being there for me because you don't have to.
People got to hear that sometimes. You feel me?
Yeah, they go through stuff too. I go through stuff, emotional, personal. I need to hear that sometimes as well. I'm lucky and blessed to have good artists around my side. But, you know, I also deal with the outside and I see a lot going on. And that just makes me understand how blessed I am with the people around me because at the end of the day, not everybody's grateful.
That's a fact.
So you're blessed, you know?
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for
Appreciate
coming
you for
today
having
and
me.
watching Empower Hour with MUSA.